Alright, how's it going, guys? And we are back with more Back to the Future, the game. Wow, that is a mouthful. And yeah, guys, we're on episode 5, and I'm absolutely gutted that this is the last episode because the game has been amazing. But in the last episode, it kind of ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. We were still in the Citizen Brown, but we managed to snap Doc out of it, and we made him escape, and he made the time machine, and we moved back to 1931, and then we had to break up Edna and Emmett. But as we did that, Citizen Brown Doc was kind of feeling sorry for Edna, so we had to kind of phone it with him, and the last time we seen Edna, she was going into the DeLorean with Doc, so that ended on a bit of cliffhanger. I don't know what's happening there, but we're going to start it anyway, guys. Let's do it.
Hello?
Marty, you're awake. Good.
Doc. Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the Expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back at the lab to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, is that good?
Good? It's fantastic! Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn!
What?
It's Edna!
But... Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up.
I don't like the sound of that at all. I know we should give you more time to explore there.
Yeah! Jeez, Doc. Watch out, you almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
So, how are the time circuits?
Still broken. I've got a few ideas, but I'm occupied with other problems today. So is that what I'm destined to build for the Expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the Expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Another path? What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure. Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No! Ah! What the hell? Where'd it go?
Where'd the dog go?
Oh, come on. Here, little static thingy.
What the hell?
Gotcha! Whoa!
Oh, this is really cool.
The future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's a world of wondrous wonder on display. Because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her.
I found a loophole.
What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
Whoa, that was a good wee intro there.
Hey, Artie,
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
the expo? Sure, but I was wondering. You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
Don't really like the look of that. And then the police outside his booth.
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
True.
See you around.
There's a guy trying to take a swing at us at the bar. I think it was like episode 3. Swing at us.
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
Wait, can you actually go in them? But first I want to talk to him.
Excuse me, Mr...
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got a ticket.
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
Fair enough.
See you around.
Wait, there was something else I need to ask. I need to go try and go through all the old conversations. I don't know a lot about this game. Made a few day. The dang thing again. Honestly, guys, sometimes controlling this, I swear to God.
Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less, demanding.
See you around.
Fair enough.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Callahan.
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
It was my plan to get him back to inventing what he should be inventing. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
How do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Danny, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he, anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna. Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today.
The good thing is, if you look at the board, Emmett's last.
Come on, Emmett, where are you?
The phone booth of the future. That would have been quite cool.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Started to realise why it didn't work. Let's talk to Trixie.
Hi, Trixie.
That's Techni to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Cousteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks.
Ah, thanks, Trixie.
You seen Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah, he wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah, uncle or something?
Or something. Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. Demonstration.
But you can't!
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
It sort of is.
What time is Emmett supposed to go on?
Let's see, 8 kilobeats past 50. We're on metric time here at the Hill Valley Expo.
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away. Artie told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Come on, Trixie. I'm dying to know how you got the job back.
You won't hear it from me. I don't talk out of turn.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Well, we did get the tickets.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? It's a bug.
No, a plant, but it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
If he was the kind of guy that would have talked to plants.
Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV.
Oof.
Act casual.
The amazing inebriomatic.
Well, from what the boys in the lab tell me, someday we'll be able to tell whether people have been drinking just by breathing into a machine like this. Try it out.
I don't think so.
Yeah, breathalyzer.
The electro-pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
So a stun gun. Oh, came from Back to the Future. I don't know what I talk to them because I don't have any dirt on Edna.
Danny, can I talk to Edna for a minute?
Be my guest. I'd like a couple minutes of quiet.
What's this about?
What'd you do with Emmett, Edna?
What are you talking about? You're the one who's trying to ruin his life.
Believe it or not, I'm the one trying to save it.
From what?
From you, mostly.
Yeah, I could have changed my mind and wanted to go, because see if she gives me any hints where the fuck Emmett is.
You really don't know where Emmett is?
I haven't the foggiest. If he's smart, he's run far away from whatever dangerous shenanigans you talked him into perpetrating today.
Shenanigans? Why are you still involved in Emmett's life? I thought you broke up with him.
I did, but then your friend Mr. Sagan told me about your scheme to interfere with our romance. Not a very nice thing to do, Comrade Smirnoff.
You don't really think Emmett's gonna want you back after you crushed his heart and tried to stop his demonstration at the Expo, do you?
Not at first, no. But eventually he'll realize I've got his best interests at heart, and he'll come running back to me like one of those dogs he loves so much.
But you hate dogs.
Yes, ironic, isn't it?
Oh, I hate her. Just, oh. Emmett, run, man.
Have you seen Mr. Sagan around here anywhere?
No, and I wouldn't tell you if I had. He's more than a little scared of your anarchistic tendencies.
Did you see? Trixie Trotter got her old job back.
Oh, I know! I tried to have it out with Arthur McFly, but he refuses to explain himself. Apparently, he discovered some sort of loophole that allows that Canadian to retain her position. Well, the Ladies' Decency Society shall hear about this. Make no mistake.
What's the matter with being a Canadian?
Why's Parker so willing to do your bidding?
Well, the good detective knows that he owes his current rise through the ranks to my reporting on his behalf.
Oh.
He also knows that I could just as easily pen an expose about his previous nights of drunken debauchery and evidence tampering.
You're blackmailing him?
Reporters don't blackmail, Mr. Smirnoff. We look out for the public interest.
He's blackmail.
I know your deep, dark secret.
Secret? What secret?
I don't know which one to pick. You've been working with Kid Tannen, you're a thief. Rhymes with witch. Obviously, bitch.
You know, what you were whispering about with Carl Sagan yesterday.
You overheard?
Sure I did. And you did a really lousy job at, burying the body.
Oh, you didn't hear a thing. What I was talking about with Carl Sagan is between me and Carl Sagan.
Right, I know she's a bit of a cunt, but she didn't kill any cunt.
Why'd you go and get Emmett's invention sealed up like that?
I had no choice. Once Mr. Sagan told me about your attempts to radicalize my poor Emmett, I knew I had to stop him from going through with your dangerous invention.
But it's his invention, and it's not dangerous. Okay, maybe it's a little dangerous, but only to him.
That's for the authorities to decide.
Any chance you could talk Parker into letting Emmett go ahead with his demonstration?
None whatsoever. And as long as I'm here, that contraption of yours is grounded.
I know your deep, dark secret.
Let's try you.
Pretending like you wanted to put Kid Tannen away when all the time you were working for him.
Oh, how preposterous.
I know your deep, dark secret.
When he says these secrets, he doesn't seem convinced.
You're ruthless, manipulative, and power-hungry.
In the service of a higher cause, one sometimes has to stoop to low tactics. But I'm sure you already know that, Comrade Yakov.
I know your deep, dark secret.
I don't think I've really actually uncovered it yet, but let's try you're a thief.
Those charities you were working for, they were all just a front. So you could wriggle your way into those orphanages
and steal their piggy banks?
Right. Okay, this is pointless. I've got to find Emmett.
Stay away from him, you anarchist hooligan.
Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, monsieur. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea most enlightening.
I've got a weird thing with water, I don't like it. But I would try that, I think I would give that a go. That looks fun.
Well?
Heavy.
Monsieur has a way with words.
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Let's try in here.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
How fucking uncomfy does this look, man?
A fully equipped home entertainment center. So, where's the ColecoVision?
Wait, I remember something with the flower and the bug we have to use.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
Yeah, I think we have to swap that with Daddy Parker's bugged one. I remember something like that anyway.
In the house of the future, fresh fruit baskets will be replenished daily by fleets of fruit-bearing helicopters.
It's wax.
That would be kinda cool.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techni, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
Oh shit, they're already wondering.
In the mood for fun? The House of the Future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Right, let's change the flam pot if I remember. Trixie's one of my favourite characters of Trixie. I think she's brilliant.
What?
Wait, then maybe you have to phone up or something like that. Oh my god, these controls, guys, I'm sorry. To do that's press down, it's weird. When the camera pans, the controls change, it's weird to get used to.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away. In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni, Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to ya.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan. I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear? But it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Oh yes, he's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator. That the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered,
Yes. I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No! I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
I really love that, like, the Doc Brown accent that the guy who's playing Marty's got. I think it's funny as fuck.
I seem to have momentarily lost track of Emmett. Do you have any idea where I might find him?
You lost him? You were supposed to keep him distracted.
Oh, I have been. He's just wandered off.
Well, go look for him. I've got my hands full with Parker.
Edna, listen to me. You have to let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
Smirnov's listening, isn't he?
No, listen.
Listen, Smirnov. I don't know what you're holding over Mr. Sagan, but there's no way I'm ever letting that contraption you've talked my Emmett into building get off the ground.
I just really want to know how the fuck she's fallen for this, and that's the fact that's Carl Sagan. The guy sounds nothing like Doc.
Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young Comrade Smirnov, you were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come galumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Well, we should probably get back to the plan.
Yes, we should. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Goodbye. Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
I don't think it may have not been recording that.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always.
See, so how uncomfortable does that
button
look?
away.
That just looks so uncomfortable.
Nah.
Oh, that wouldn't work. Let's go and see what the fuck else then. Oh, maybe put the plant pot in there? Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Oh, shit.
Okay, call me a snoop.
I knew it was something like that. Maybe I have to go back and do it again. That was got to get too far ahead of the plan.
Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today.
I just thought it was going to pan out of the sign.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
These guys must be getting sick and tired of hearing that. I know, but I messed up. Let's try that
In
again.
the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy
That would be
of the
cool.
personal
I'd like that.
phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Can you get Edna on the phone for me again?
You got it, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Your Highness!
Mr. Sagan, you really have to stop calling me like this. I've got to keep all of my attention on Detective Parker.
Yes, of course. I've just got a couple more questions. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Conversation terminated.
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
There we go. She went into fucking amazing detail, didn't she?
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott!
Thanks, Trixie, Techni. I'm truly honored to be here today among all you pointy-headed type people. Like the lady said, I labor in the field of porn scum. I
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
The guy on the stage would just be remembered for the guy who took a swing at me for looking at his girl. When I wasn't.
Well,
Hey, Danny.
do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the Expo from the likes of you.
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Hey, does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth? Let's take that as a yes. Emmett's gotta be around here somewhere.
I think he's...
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.